Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, how is it in DC?
It is wet in DC. I'm looking outside my window right now. It's been raining on and off all day today. Part of yesterday too, but yeah, I guess we have the much needed rain. Apparently we were in a drought, so kind of
Oh,
good, but man, wet and hot and muggy.
it's Cinco de Mayo. I'm surprised you're not out there celebrating.
Well, I got my duties for the Stephen Knight show. Can't put anything beyond that.
Exactly. Well, y'all take it away with movie reviews.
Sure thing. So, last time I mentioned I was kind of cool on the Thunderbolts, the latest Marvel release, but with a lot of hype and it's actually getting a lot of good reviews, I decided to finally break down and watch it. And I say that it just came out this weekend, but it's a good movie so far. I mean, well, the whole thing's good. I enjoyed it a lot. So the Thunderbolts, for anyone unaware, we're in the the post Endgame phase. Marvel's had some hits, Black Panther 2, Shang-Chi, had some duds, like Falcon and Winter Soldier, the one that just came out. But this one's on a good roll. And what they're doing is kind of like the Suicide Squad storyline where you have Black Widow's sister, Yelena, taking kind of the helm as working as this agent for a CIA, the head of the CIA, played by Julia Louise Dreyfus. And what's going on is she's part of this. If you remember Falcon and Winter Soldier, actually, there's a bunch of callbacks. The guy who plays Captain America, like the Captain America bad guy in that TV show, he's in it. And the Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then of course their dad, who's played by David Harbour, is in this as well. So it's really just a bunch of misfits that are pulled here together. And I won't spoil too much, but basically they're banding together to help save the world from a new threat, a new villain that is coming around. It's a pretty good movie. I'm trying not to spoil too much in the storyline, but I will say they do a good job of giving you that core Marvel feel. So we're not dealing with like aliens from outer space. We're not dealing with like things that are destroying the whole world. There are scenes that are like, New York's in danger and they have to do something to save it, and it deals with there's a big theme of like kind of mental health throughout the film, kind of being alone, losing your family, just kind of that loneliness that they approach for the film. But yeah, they hit most of the Marvel strings. There's always little weak parts in all these movies, but you can look past that for what they're going to do with setting up for the future storylines. I will say it is called Thunderbolts with an asterisk, and that's intentional. I won't spoil too much. Marvel's already doing it, but they actually are gonna they ripped off the banner and they have a new name for this movie already. It's still going to be called the Thunderbolts, but they've done a great marketing job of setting up this next phase for like the Marvel universe. So check it out, Chike. I think you would like it too. It's fun and not since we're not too attached to these characters, since they're all like side characters, you don't feel like they're gonna mess them up.
Okay. All right. Was that it for you?
Well, and then the only other thing, I'll keep singing the praises of Andor season two. It's great. Best show on TV right now. The second half just came out last week, or the second third. And so again, they're releasing them in 3 episode arcs. So you're like watching a little movie each week from them. And yeah, they just keep doing a great job with that.
I listen to this podcast, Adam, and they always talk about what's the point of these streaming ads not giving up the point of streaming ads I'm streaming services that we can watch everything at one time. Now they're getting to once a week or every like you said every 3 weeks. What do you think about that?
I hate it. I think so. I think three is an okay balance. I will
Okay.
say, if we had to, I would love it all at once, but I don't watch it. I don't binge watch it anymore anyway. So it's not like I'm going to get through it all in one
Yeah.
sitting. The one a week model, I think, is for studios who has trouble keeping subscribers, and so they know they have to release it every week to
Um,
keep you subscribed for like that 3 month period, so you
oh,
can watch your show. That's what it's for.
yeah.
Yeah. They're on to me.
Streaming
They're, they're,
service to
they're
watch
on to me. They figured me out.
it. Yeah. Go ahead, Chicken, take over.
All right. So, Adam, I don't know if you reviewed this, but in light of what's going on at the Vatican in Rome right now, I've watched Conclave. I really had no inkling to watch it. because it wasn't something that I would gravitate toward, but I became curious, so I decided to watch it. Listen, if the real Conclave is anything like this movie, we got some treacherous people that are inside the Vatican. Listen, Ralph Fiennes, Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow, Isabella Rossellini, and Carlos Diaz did a wonderful job in this drama about the papacy. Um, wow, I don't even know where to begin. So it follows Cardinal Lawrence. He's charged with handling the business of the election of a new pope after the pope has died, and all the cardinals are called to the Vatican, and then they do these series of votes until they can actually settle on um, a new pope. But the backstabbing, the betrayal, the backbiting, the sinisterness, I mean, you wouldn't think that these were people of the cloth. Like the way that they were maneuvering to um, solicit votes, the way they were ostracizing people, getting people out of the running. Like, I thought I was watching like maybe one of the worst, not in a bad way, but in a most sinister way, soap operas ever made. It's really, really good, high in drama, with a very good surprise at the end. I will just say that. I don't want to say anything more, but it's definitely worth a watch. I see why it was nominated. I see why there was a big rave about it. Again, I had no interest in it before until now when it's actually our reality. And it just makes me think what's going on over there in the Vatican right now.
And I heard that
Well,
the ratings for that came up since the Pope passed away. Yeah, I saw
yeah,
that.
yeah. And it just makes me like every time that they release the smoke to let you know if they have or have not what's going on in the in between time
Yeah.
after watching this movie. It's like, oh my goodness, to be a fly on the wall.
Well,
So
Trump wants to be the next Pope.
I almost gestured you, Stephen, as if we were on the street, but I know that I don't want to disrespect any of our viewers that way. But you know what I want to say to you.
Right, yeah, yeah. All right, anything
All
coming
right.
on the pipeline?
Well, I got one more movie. Don't
Oh, I'm
rush me.
sorry. Good, good.
Um, Baby Girl, with features Nicole Kidman, Antonio Banderas, and Harris Dickinson, excuse me. So this movie is about a high-powered CEO who decides to take a walk on the wild side and risk everything that she's accomplished in her life for this torrid, sexy affair with this much younger intern. And listen, throughout the whole film, I kept on saying, "Girl, are you sure you want to do this?
Right,
Like,
it's
is it
worth
worth it?"
it. Yeah.
So apparently, this young guy has given her the greatest sex that she's ever had, and he's basically turned her out, and she's addicted, and she's acting real stupid. But it's not as illicit as it sounds. It's more so a psychological
Yeah.
thriller drama with sexual overtones, strong sexual overtones. But the acting in it, of course, Nicole Kidman's in it. So of course, and anything that she's in at this point, you have to know that the acting level is going to be higher from her and everybody around her. Just what she brings to any type of project that she's in.
Mhm.
Antonio Banderas does a wonderful job in this as the husband. It's good to see him because I haven't seen him in a while in a film.
Yeah.
And like to first look at him, I didn't recognize him right away. He looked kind of familiar, but then I was like, oh, that's the guy. Yeah, definitely check that out. If you're looking for high drama and just adult buffoonery in the worst way, check out the film. Baby Girl.
There we go. All right, anything coming on the pipeline?
I
Not
don't have
really for
anything.
me.
What about you, Adam?
No, no, not really. But Steven, I did want to ask if you've been watching your balloon popping show.
I did watch. I watched it on Friday. It comes on Thursdays. I watched it Friday, and I will say it is more in line with the YouTube show. When they don't have these celebrities they try to put on there, but I think the YouTube show's better.
That's good to know. Yeah.
And I don't watch YouTube show, but I see clips on YouTube on TikTok. And so but I will say that couples come out of it, whatever. When they had the Netflix celebrities, there were no couples. Everyone was trying to perform, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now you do see couples come out of it.
If they
Nice.
ever reached out to you, would you be a part of the show?
No. Not whatsoever. Because listen, even a YouTube show, like I saw this thing, I actually watched a clip today from the real show, right, on YouTube. And the girl, the guy had popped the balloon on the girl. She was actually the contestant, and they were in the line, he was the lineup. And he said, yeah, you're not my type. I wouldn't even pick you up in the lineup. She said, no, it's mutual. She said, especially the jewelry on your teeth. She said, usually that's what we do, but to everyone teaches own. It's just they be joking on each other. I got time for that. But look, he looked embarrassed. Like he tried to play her, he got played. So yeah.
Quality TV.
All right. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for letting us know what to spend our time and our money on and what not to. And we'll see you again next Monday. All right. Right back after this.